Across the globe, certain paintings have earned a reputation for being haunted. Step into this world with us, where canvases harbor more than just brush strokes and colors, but also mysterious occurrences, spectral figures, and unsettling phenomena. The first painting I will discuss is known as the Haunted Painting of eBay, though its title given by the artist is The Hands Resist Him, named after a poem written by the artist's first wife. It depicts a little boy standing next to a hollow-eyed female doll, both poised in front of a glass-paneled door against which many disembodied hands are pressed. Completed in 1972 by artist Bill Stoneham, it was based on a photograph of him at 5 years old with a neighbor girl when he and his adoptive family were staying at his grandmother's tiny Chicago apartment. Infused with Jungian symbolism, the doorway represents a threshold between the waking and dream worlds, with the doll serving as a guide escorting the boy through it, while the hands on the glass symbolize other lives. Initially displayed at the Feingarten Gallery in Beverly Hills, California, the painting garnered attention from an art critic at the Los Angeles Times. It was sold in 1974 to actor John Marley, known for his role as Jack Woltz in The Godfather. Within 6 years of coming in contact with the painting, 3 people had passed away. The first was the art critic, Henry Seldis, who was believed to have died by suicide in 1978. Charles Feingarten, the gallery owner, passed away in 1981. Lastly, the first owner of the painting, John Marley, died in 1984 after undergoing open-heart surgery. However, before his death, Marley sold the painting, which wouldn't resurface for 26 years until it appeared on eBay in February 2000. The then owners, a Californian couple, claimed in the eBay listing that the painting was haunted. Discovered abandoned in a brewery, they hung it in their 4-year-old daughter's room, who later claimed to witness the figures in the painting fighting and even leaving the canvas. Concerned, the father set up a motion-sensitive camera where he claimed to have captured evidence of the boy seemingly crawling out of the painting, forced out by the doll whose mysterious handheld object had morphed into a gun. The eBay listing garnered fame, drawing up to 30,000 views. A handful of individuals reported experiencing strange events simply by looking at the painting on their computers. For example, one viewer fainted at the sight, another heard an exorcist-type voice, while a third felt her throat being tightened by an external grip. Difficulty breathing, becoming ill, general discomfort, and children growing unruly and starting to scream at the sight of the painting are some other accounts. The painting was eventually sold to the gallery owner, Kim Smith of Perception Fine Art Gallery in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where it remains today in the back room. Smith has only publicly shown the haunted painting 6 times. Smith contacted Stoneham about the haunting claims. Stoneham expressed surprise, clarifying that the object presumed to be a gun was, in fact, nothing more than a dry cell battery and a tangle of wires. The Hands Resist Him has 3 sequels and a prequel. As far as is known, the sequels and prequel don't seem to evoke the same disturbing reactions as the original. The next painting is called The Anguished Man, created by an unknown artist. Its owner, Sean Robinson, from Cumbria, England, claims to have inherited the painting from his grandmother. According to Robinson, the painting was an unwanted gift from a friend, and his grandmother had hidden it in the attic for over 25 years. Since receiving the painting, a dark figure had begun walking around the house, and she would hear painful screams emanating from the painting. She also told him that the artist who created the painting had mixed his own blood into the paint and died by suicide soon after finishing the work. Initially skeptical, Robinson hung the painting in his house, but he and his wife soon began seeing the dark figure his grandmother described, along with the screams. One night, the dark figure even stood at the end of their bed, watching them sleep. Poltergeist activity also began to manifest, which Robinson recorded and uploaded to his YouTube channel dedicated to the painting. The third painting is called The Crying Boy. The Crying Boy was one of a series of paintings by artist Giovanni Bragolin completed in the 1950s, depicting young, teary-eyed children. The series proved popular worldwide, with over 50,000 copies sold just in the UK alone. One boy's image particularly tugged on the heartstrings, earning him the nickname, The Crying Boy. In total, Bragolin painted over 60 pieces, and prints and reprints of his images continued to be mass-produced until the early 80s. However, in 1985, the most popular tabloid newspaper in the United Kingdom, The Sun, printed a story that caused panic and ultimately ended the popularity of Bragolin's work. The article, titled "Blazing Curse of the Crying Boy," recounted the harrowing experience of May and Ron Hall, whose Rotherham home was destroyed by fire. The cause was an overheated chip pan that burst into flames, rapidly spreading and consuming everything on the ground floor. The sole item left intact was a print of the crying boy on their living room wall. Distraught and devastated, the couple made the bizarre claim that the painting was cursed and responsible for the fire, not the chip pan. Their claim gained traction when a firefighter mentioned attending at least 15 house fires where everything was destroyed except for the crying boy painting. Subsequently, a rash of fires across the United Kingdom were blamed on the cursed painting. Additional reports surfaced, detailing how other individuals were affected by the painting, such as two sisters in Kilburn who experienced fires in their homes after purchasing a copy of the painting. One sister even claimed to have witnessed her painting swaying back and forth on the wall. Some people reported experiencing misfortune when attempting to destroy or dispose of their paintings. In response to public fear, The Sun offered a solution. On Halloween 1985, the newspaper collected hundreds of the paintings and burned them under the supervision of the fire brigade. The next painting is a portrait of Bernardo de Galvez, 1746 to 1786, a Spanish military leader famous for aiding the American colonies during the War of Independence of the United States. Possibly created by artist Salvador Maella, it currently hangs at the Galvez Hotel in Galveston, Texas. Situated at the end of a corridor inside the hotel, strange things are said to happen when photographs are taken of it. Firstly, some claim to see a skull in flash photography of the painting. Additionally, visitors are advised to politely request permission from the ghost before taking a picture of the portrait, as otherwise, the photo will reportedly be ruined upon development. It is also said that the portrait's eyes follow passing guests, and when people approach it too closely, they often feel a chilling cold or discomfort. There are even those who assert that Bernardo de Galvez himself manifests from the cursed item and follows them around the hotel. The last painting I will talk about in this video is the Woman of the Rain. Ukrainian artist Svetlana Telets sensed someone watching her for 6 months prior to creating the painting. Then, in 1996, on a day devoid of rain, she sat in front of a blank canvas and distinctly discerned the contours of a woman. Feeling guided by an invisible hand, she painted the piece in just 5 hours. This method, known as surrealist automatism, involves the artist relinquishing conscious control over the creative process, allowing the unconscious mind to emerge. It's conceivable that the spirit of the woman temporarily possesses the artist to produce the painting. The first few purchasers swiftly returned it. The initial buyer, a businesswoman, initially hung it in her bedroom but returned it after 2 weeks, citing difficulty sleeping and sensing another presence in the apartment, even after stowing it away in the closet. The second purchaser, a young man, described recurring dreams of a woman following him like a shadow, instilling extreme fear. The third buyer, a male skeptic regarding the painting's paranormal aspects, became convinced of something amiss after noticing the lady's white eyes seemingly following him everywhere and experiencing intense headaches in its presence. In 2008, the painting was acquired by Sergei Skachko of the Zemlyan Band. Following the purchase, Skachko's wife claimed frequent arguments, household items breaking, and sensing a woman wandering at night. During Skachko's touring absences, she removed the painting from their home. Before the Ukraine war, the painting purportedly hung in the Vinnytsia Salon, Merck's Furniture, in Kiev, where customers occasionally reported seeing the lady in the painting smiling or casting angry glances at them.